Hello again, Fanshawe. It's Hannah here with the Interrobang, and today I am joined by Shadia Keza, one of this year's 2 Shine the Light honorees. Now, Shadia is a graduate of the Police Foundations program here at Fanshawe College, and along with Rebecca Amendola, who we just spoke to a couple of weeks ago, is sharing her story to raise awareness about violence against women. Shadia, thank you so much for being here today.
No problem.
So let's start with Shine the Light. What does this campaign mean to you and to be an honoree this year as well?
Thank you. This campaign means a lot to me because I am here because of the organizer of the organizers of this company. Mm-hmm. Yes, they helped me a lot.
Where does this story of abuse kind of begin for you in your life?
It started when I lost my parents in a Rwandan genocide. I found out myself that I was on the street with my siblings. So, and I was the firstborn. So it was really hard for me to see my siblings suffer. Mm-hmm. Yes, I was their mom. I was their father. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so you were able to escape to Uganda to live with your aunt. But I understand maybe things didn't get much better from there.
Oh, yes. After that, I had to go to my aunt, my daddy's sister. Mm-hmm. She's the one who raised me, and she moved to Uganda. We went together, and that's how everything started. My aunt was not a good person. She introduced me to so many inappropriate activities, but I was always myself. I was this type of child who always want to know, and I wanted to know why she wanted me to be to join those activities. I was always questioning her, and it was always a challenge. So I did it once, only one time, and then I refused. That's why I started to sleep outside and no food.
And so your way out of this then was marriage, is that right?
Yes, to escape, I had to force myself to be a wife.
Mm. And what was your experience like with your ex-husband?
It was really hard. You can't living with someone that you don't know. Someone. I was there like I needed help. I needed somewhere to put my head and the rest. Mm-hmm. Yes.
But you two were able to come to Canada.
Yes.
How did things change when you moved here?
I was here, attending Police Foundations. Everything was really hard for me. I remember my professors, if they remember, they knew there was something wrong with me, but because I didn't say, they couldn't know. But I know if they remember, they will know that there was something wrong, because I dropped almost all courses. I felt like I'm done. I can't do this anymore. That's when, so I got scared because I had a classmate. He was always sitting beside me in a provincial offenses course. My classmate, he committed suicide. He was a very quiet student in the class, and I was the same. I was like him. I was always quiet, and because I was always thinking, everybody here is happy. No one who is experiencing what I'm going through. That's what made me sit down, always quiet. I was always sitting in front. But quiet. When they asked group joining to work together, it was always hard for me. Now, when my classmate passed away, that's when I looked to my children. I remember the other time I say, because I knew it was my turn to follow my classmate. I knew that I'm going to kill myself. I sat down that evening and I watched my children and I said, I can't do this. That's when I had to go to find a caseworker, a counselor here. When I meet her, we meet for 3 days. And she said, you know what, Shadia? You need more help than I can provide. That's when she connected me to London Abused Women Center.
So where do you feel you maybe stand today in terms of healing? Do you feel safe today?
No, I don't feel safe. I only feel safe when I know that my ex-husband is in jail.
Deciding to pursue police foundations, I mean, what was the inspiration behind that? Why study that and come to Fanshawe to do it?
Since we came to Canada with my ex-husband, we've been experiencing so many police issues and the court. We've been going through everything. We've been calling police so many times, but not me, my ex-husband, call the police all the time because he doesn't want me to have peace. He always call the police for no reasons, and they go to court for no reasons, and because he's a controller. He wants always to control me. He wants to show that he's the powerful. He has power. That's why I came here to study police foundation, because I knew probably I would be the voice of those who don't have it. Some, especially women. I wanted to see what would happen if a woman in the situation I went through called me when I'm on the duty. I want to see how I'm going to react. I want to see how I'm going to help that woman in a situation that I understand.
Bringing a different perspective to
yes.
it. Yeah. And is there power for you in sharing your story?
For that, I don't know. Because all I want to do is to speak up from my experience, and hoping maybe some people who went through what I go through, maybe they would learn something from it, or maybe they will come forward to speak up too.
Shadia, just to close things out here, what is something that you wish more people understood about abuse?
I want people to understand that abuse is real. Everybody can abuse anybody. It doesn't mean that only strangers will come and abuse you. Even your family members will, especially family members. Someone people don't expect that can abuse someone. Those are the people who actually do.